Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. If you are new here, my name is Amber and we are a homeschooling family of two kiddos, ages 6 and 11. This channel is very eclectic, so you will find all things: cleaning, homeschooling, working mom. We sell fireworks in the summertime. So there is a little bit for everyone here. Today's video is just going to be a chatty life update, some channel information. So without further ado, let's get to it. Today is May 21st. When you are watching this video, it will be the 23rd. But as of today, we have 4 homeschool days left that we have to complete. The last week of school has been difficult, or I should say the last 7 or 8 days have been difficult. We've probably over the last couple weeks, we'll do 1 or 2 homeschool days, and then it's just been so nice. And we have so much to prepare for this summer that we don't do school anymore for the week. So we are definitely dragging out the last few days. But as long as we hit that 180-day mark, I don't care when we get it done. I honestly don't care when we get it done. Could we sit and watch a documentary and make a craft or something and call it a school day? We could. But there's a place in my kindergartner's curriculum that I'd like to stop in. We're on lesson 22 and all about reading. And speaking of, and I don't want to just stop in the middle of the lesson. I'd like to finish it, and then we'll pick up on lesson 23 in the fall. If we don't work on it some over the summer, we'll see how that goes. House update. I'm going to put a clip of the projects that we had paid to do. We have actually torn apart the half bath that they did. Not completely apart, but most of the way. There were a lot of things that they just did not do correctly. Things that they didn't do all the way. And I will point that out. All right, guys. So here is the half bath. Since we've pulled it apart, I did throw up a picture of it finished after the guys were done. But they painted that gray, which is kind of weird. They caulked everything. And then this wall part right here that they built out was too long. It's only supposed to be behind the sink so we can anchor the sink to something. And they made it way too long. And they didn't put the S-trap or P-trap or whatever on the drain. They put a straight pipe. So when it drained, it was leaking. And then instead of cutting the PEX pipe to the floor and putting the water line on it, they just left the PEX sticking out of the floor. So it was really unfinished. Their paint job was not that great. You can see up there in the corners. We need to touch that up. There's also some spots on the wall where the paint wasn't thick enough. And then when my husband went to remove the sink from the wall, it just pulled right out. The bolts that they used to put it in the wall were not long enough to anchor into the board. And then here you can see where they've nicked the walls, putting the shiplap on, and they never touched it up. This door right here does not close all the way. And they poured concrete down there, so we're pretty sure that the door is in the concrete. Like, they poured the concrete and then they set the door in it. And then you can see on this board, these boards here, they're not flush with the trim, and they put the trim or the casing too close to the door, so every time you open it, the door handle rubs on that piece. They should have set it back a little bit. They did not nail the bottom part of the shiplap. They almost overlapped it like you would siding. So we are going to try to rectify that and nail the bottoms in, hopefully. They've nicked the walls and the ceiling and not touched that up. In all, it's not super bad, but there's still some things that need to be fixed. That's Kenzie's tomato plant. She can eat tomatoes like apples. Unfortunately, there is still so much that needs to be done on the house that we'll be lucky if we can list it. We'll be lucky if we can list it in the spring. We've been wanting to get out of this small town that we've been in for a few years now, and we are really pushing to try to get things done, but it seems like there is just not enough time in a day to work on things. The other thing that we haven't quite figured out is what we're going to do once we sell the house. The market is pretty slim here. I don't know how it is in your area. We are very rural, and we want to be, and we would like to not have very many neighbors, which is possible. There are houses out there. They're just not in our price range. We are looking at probably 150 to 200,000 max for our price range. Most of these houses are going for 400,000 and 500,000, and that is just not possible. The house that we're in now, we financed for under $70,000. We've done a lot of work to it, but it was a very nice, very solid house when we bought it. So that tells you how much the housing market has changed. That was almost 10 years ago. So but yeah, we don't know if we're going to be able to buy something that's already been built, or if we will be purchasing some acreage from my grandparents. They have 20 acres, and then building there. If we do that, then we will have to either live with someone else while the house is being built, or purchase a camper, which I think neither of us are really prepared for. But then we would have our own personal space. We'd be able to kind of be in our own routine, and it might be a little bit better for us, but we'll see. All we can do is continue to pray about it and work hard on the house and get it ready to go and see what's out there when the time comes. All right, so last but not least, channel update. In June, actually June 10th, we will be opening our fireworks store until July. Let's see, the 4th is on a Thursday this year, I think. So we will be open until July 5th. So we'll sell Friday and Saturday as well. And then July 7th, we will have to clear out the store because our lease will be up. And we will be receiving a small delivery of fireworks Memorial weekend, probably that Friday is typically when we are able to get it. And then we have plenty of fireworks that were left over from last year. With the economy, sales were just not there. So we have plenty of fireworks left over for this year. So with all of that being said, I will probably be going down to one video a week, just to kind of keep the postings fresh. But they may be sporadic. One week I may have time to do two. And I apologize. This is just a very, very busy time for us. We literally eat, breathe, and sleep this business in the month of June. And so I will try my best to continue to post things for you, but no guarantees. All right, guys, my daughter is wanting to go outside and ride the hoverboard. So I'm going to end this video here. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.